A woman named Romy is having a great time with her husband Jacob in their bedroom. After sharing an intimate moment, they kiss and say, "I love you" to each other. Suddenly, Romy puts on her nightie and rushes to another room. There, she turns on her laptop and lies down on her stomach. She watches intense adult content, pleasuring herself until she reaches climax. In the morning, Romy gets ready for work while memorizing her speech. She is the CEO of an automation tech company, while her husband Jacob is a successful theater director. At the breakfast table, Romy chats with her two lovely daughters, Isabel and Nora.
Mom, can Mary sleep over?
Afterward, she rushes to her office. On her way, she encounters a dog in the street that almost attacks her. However, a young man intervenes and calms it down. Later, in the office, Romy's assistant Esme asks her to meet the new interns.
Is now a good time for me to introduce the interns?
One of the interns, Samuel, asks a question about automation and instantly catches Romy's attention.
I have a question. Do you really think automation can provide a path to sustainability?
She realizes he is the same young man who saved her from the dog. A moment later, the interns are informed about a company-wide mentorship program. Esme recommends applying, as having a mentor provides a better understanding of the company.
I highly recommend it. A mentor makes a huge difference in how you get to experience the company.
A few days later, Romy encounters Samuel in the office and asks him to make coffee for her. Curious, she asks how he was able to calm the dog that day.
How'd you get that dog to calm down?
Samuel explains that he gave it a cookie and playfully asks if she needs one.
Why do you want one?
He then advises Romy not to drink coffee after lunch. Romy gets flustered and tells him to mind his own business. Later, everyone meets at the office Christmas party. There, Esme tells Romy that she likes her name. Romy responds that she was named by a guru.
I was named by a guru.
Seriously?
She then reveals that she grew up in communes and cults, shocking Esme. Afterward, Romy stands on the hotel balcony when Samuel unexpectedly arrives. He asks her for a lighter, then brushes off the awkwardness by initiating a conversation. He tells Romy about the mentorship program and that she is his mentor.
I chose you as my mentor.
However, Romy appears indifferent and says she doesn't know anything about it. Back at the party, everyone is dancing and enjoying themselves. However, Romy is seen staring at Samuel, captivated by him. As she watches, she notices that he drops his tie while dancing. The next day at the office, Romy notices Samuel's tie on the floor. Discreetly, she picks it up and takes it to her office. Overcome by her hidden desires, she sniffs it and presses it to her lips intensely. Lost in thoughts, Romy visits a clinic for a treatment to look younger. Later, during a family photo session, her daughter Isabel notices her swollen face. Isabel points it out, saying she looks awful.
Lady. No, come, enough.
However, Romy ignores her and continues with the shoot. The next day, Samuel and Romy cross paths in the elevator. There, Samuel tells her that he is looking forward to their introduction meeting under the program.
The what?
A 10-minute introduction meeting?
I don't know who sent that email, but
This makes Romy inquire with Esme about who made her part of the mentorship program. Esme tells her that Hazel, an executive, put her name down to get her involved in extra activities.
Hazel thought it'd be good for you to take part in some extra activities internally.
Eventually, Romy decides to meet Samuel for the meeting. There, Samuel asks her about her warehouse automation dream. At first, Romy tells him to Google it. However, Samuel insists that he wants to hear it from her.
No, I just wanted to hear it from you.
This prompts Romy to open up about how she was recruited by an investment firm through a tough selection process. During their conversation, Samuel makes a comment about Romy's personality, saying that she likes being told what to do.
you think I don't like power?
No, I think you like to be told what to do.
This makes her uncomfortable, and she decides to leave. Samuel apologizes and tries to stop her. The moment of tension leads Romy to kiss Samuel. However, she quickly pulls away and leaves in a state of panic. Deliberately, Romy decides to avoid Samuel. However, Samuel doesn't give up and confronts her outside the office building. He asks why she hasn't responded to his email regarding their weekly meetings. Romy gets annoyed and calls him out on his behavior. Unbothered, Samuel keeps insisting that she meet with him, and Romy finally says she will think about it. Afterward, Romy rushes to the theater to meet Jacob, seeking a sense of control. Jacob is surprised to see her as Romy praises his play rehearsal.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
At night, Romy and Esme meet with Hazel to discuss recruiting more women at the company.
On recruiting women.
We are, and we do.
No, I know.
Listen to her.
As they talk, Romy is distracted by Samuel, who is staring at her. In the meantime, a waiter brings a glass of milk. As everyone wonders who ordered it, Romy realizes that Samuel ordered it for her as a control test. Understanding the dynamics, Romy drinks the milk in one go, with her eyes fixated on Samuel.
Good girl.
Eventually, the situation makes Romy feel her desires overpowering her. Later, Jacob's play proves to be a huge success. Romy dresses up to congratulate Jacob backstage at the theater. Afterward, she goes to her office. There, she finds a note left by Samuel asking her to meet him in a hotel room. The next day, Romy goes to the hotel room to meet Samuel. At first, she expresses concerns about Samuel's young age, saying it feels like she is taking advantage of him. However, Samuel tells her that he holds the power, as one phone call could make her lose everything.
I think I have power over you because I could make one call and you lose everything.
In the intense moment, Romy decides to leave but can't resist and runs back to Samuel. Samuel tries to calm Romy as he begins giving her orders, playing the role of a dominant partner. He asks her to get on her knees, and she obeys. Samuel brings out some cookies, treating Romy like a dog. She listens to him and feels controlled by him. This submission allows Romy to experience intense pleasure for the first time. However, as the moment fades, guilt overwhelms her, and she starts crying. Seeing her distress, Samuel gently hugs Romy and tries to comfort her. Eventually, they build trust and get comfortable with each other. This opens the gate for Romy's wild thoughts to turn into reality. Romy and Samuel enjoy each other's company, experiencing sexual affairs in different places. Subsequently, Samuel understands Romy's needs and fulfills the desires she has been suppressing for years. After a few days, Samuel goes to Romy's country house where he meets her husband and daughters. Romy is shocked to see him there. Samuel explains that he came because Romy forgot her laptop at the office.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Mama.
You forgot your laptop at the office. Esme told me to bring it to you.
Furious, Romy asks Samuel never to come to her house again. She tells him that her family is everything to her and that he shouldn't meet her outside of work. This makes Samuel feel insulted, and he starts arguing. He then explains that their affair is just a mutual agreement and leaves. The next day at the office, Samuel asks Romy to meet him on the office roof. He tells her that he has requested a transfer to another department. Romy explains that this could potentially expose their affair, but Samuel insists that it's the best decision.
It's for the best. For both of us.
What?
Later at night, Jacob tries to get close to Romy. Frustrated, she pushes him away and confesses that she has never felt pleasure with him.
I've never had an orgasm with you.
Leaving him confused. Desperate, she goes to meet Samuel at the bar where he works part-time. However, Samuel refuses to meet her.
I need to talk to you.
I'm sorry, but he says you need to leave.
And she leaves, feeling heartbroken. The next day, Jacob asks Romy about her hurtful statement from the night before. Romy panics and explains that she didn't mean it, blaming stress.
I was stressed. Of course I didn't mean it.
At the office, Romy meets Samuel for their weekly meeting. She insists that they continue their affair. Then, she explains that she was only trying to protect him.
I want to be protective. I don't want to hurt you.
You keep saying that.
Samuel responds that their relationship is consensual and that they should trust each other. Moreover, he demands that she follow his every order, and Romy agrees. Afterwards, Romy meets Samuel at a hotel where they explore their desires together. Samuel asks her to take off her clothes. Embracing Romy's deeper fantasies, he tells her to kneel while drinking milk, and they share passionate kisses. They become intimate and fully indulge in each other, fulfilling their desires. After a few days, Romy arranges a birthday party for her daughter Isabel. To Romy's surprise, Esme arrives with Samuel, who was not invited.
You don't mind, do you?
No.
Romy tries to remain calm and texts Samuel to meet her in the kitchen. There, she inquires about him dating Esme.
Are you dating her?
Isn't that man in there your husband?
As they share a tense moment, Esme arrives at the scene. Romy takes control of the situation and acts as if nothing happened. The next day, Romy calls Esme to her office for a private conversation. She inquires about Esme's relationship with Samuel, while Esme assumes she was called to discuss her promotion. Romy explains that she just wants to protect her. Although Esme seems confused, she assures Romy that she will be more cautious in the future. In the meantime, Romy receives a call from Samuel, who asks her to meet him again. She calls Jacob and lies about working late that night. Eventually, she enters a jam-packed club with loud music and people dancing. Romy starts dancing, immersing herself in the environment. After a while, she spots Samuel, who takes her to a quiet place to spend time together. The next morning, Esme comes to Romy's house to meet her. She reveals that she knows about Romy's affair with Samuel.
I know what's going on between you and Samuel.
Eventually, she demands that Romy promote her and end the affair. Otherwise, she will expose her. Hesitantly, Romy assures Esme that she will make everything right. Eventually, Romy confesses her affair to Jacob, but doesn't mention Samuel. She lies, saying she met a stranger and was with him only once.
I don't even know what his name is.
She tries to explain her intense sexual needs and childhood trauma.
I've had these specific thoughts in my head.
However, Jacob becomes furious and calls her out for her behavior. He is upset that she put everything at stake just to fulfill her dark desires. He shouts at Romy and asks her to leave his house.
You know that he's noticed you out of this house. Out!
That night, Romy lies on her bed, upset when she hears a noise. She looks outside and is shocked to see Samuel swimming in the pool. She rushes outside and asks him to leave quickly. However, Samuel pulls her into the pool and they start kissing passionately. Afterward, Romy tells Samuel they need to end their affair. In the meantime, Jacob arrives at the scene. Furious, he starts punching Samuel, but Samuel overpowers him. After some struggle, Romy stops them and brings an ice pack for both. Jacob then expresses his frustration and tells Samuel that Romy has abused him for her own advantage.
She abused you. You know that, right?
However, Samuel explains that their relationship was entirely mutual. This gives Jacob a panic attack, and Samuel tries to help him. Eventually, Samuel apologizes for everything before finally leaving.
I'm really sorry.
Days pass, and Esme eventually gets a promotion at the company. Meanwhile, the situation with Jacob leaves Romy in depression. Romy's daughter, Isabel, comes to comfort her and insists that she come back home.
You have to come home.
She tells Romy that Jacob has been staying at the theater and has stopped living his life as he did before. After hearing this, Romy gathers the courage to go to the theater. There, she apologizes to Jacob for hurting him, and the couple decides to start a new life together. Finally, Romy resumes her work with confidence. A board member, Sebastian, informs Romy that Samuel has started a new job in Tokyo, Japan. Romy realizes that Sebastian knows about her affair with Samuel. Sebastian indirectly pressures Romy and invites her to his house for a private drink. Understanding his intentions, Romy firmly refuses and makes it clear that she is not afraid of him.
I'm not afraid of you.
The scene then shifts to Romy's bedroom, where Jacob tries to understand his wife's desires. Romy guides him, using what she learned from Samuel to make their intimacy more exciting. Eventually, Jacob helps Romy find pleasure. Meanwhile, Romy imagines Samuel playing with a dog in the hotel room where they first met in private.